Welcome back to Broke Not Broken. This is a 2-day video of me taking on the most neglected room in my house. Ladies and gents, everybody has a neglected room in your house, and if you don't, you clearly have somebody that is going in there and cleaning it for you. I'm not judging. I wish somebody would come and do it for me. However, in this case, it is my bedroom. Your bedroom should be a place of refuge. Mine is not. And being that I am a person that has ADHD, I often take care of everybody else's needs before my own. And knowing this and knowing that every surface in here you couldn't put a mug down if you wanted to is crazy to me. So today, we are gonna get rid of at least 25 things because the busy book says I have to. And I'm gonna show you my hoard of clothing. Some of these things I've had for the better part of 20 years. It's time for me to let go. I'm not going to any dances or funerals or weddings or things like that anytime soon. And I'm sure that I can borrow those things when needed. Why am I holding on to them? Nostalgia, I think, but it's up on the cutting block. This dress I wore to my son's grade 8 graduation. Yes, it's incredibly wrinkly. It's been in storage for 3 years. Am I going to rewear it? No, it needs to leave. This is one of my favorite dresses. It's from Le Chateau. It has a classic shape. It is a cocktail off the shoulder dress. I am keeping this one for weddings. This is my Calvin Klein cocktail dress. It's one shoulder, flare sleeve, ruching. It was not flattering on me. I've had it for about 20 years. She can leave and find a new home with someone else. Just another shift dress. I have a couple of them. I wear them to everything. This is just plain black Jessica dress. I have one in navy blue, and my oldest one is a Susie Shear number. I've had the Susie Shear for the better part of 10 years, and she's not going anywhere. Okay, let's talk about the bathing suit situation. The last time I went to the beach was in 2012. I shouldn't be wearing a two-piece at all at this point. It's not a good look unless I'm trying to scare people, but I mean, I've held on to them. No, they're leaving. My wardrobe is just jam-packed with clothes that rarely see the light of day, and we're going to unpack them and get rid of 90% because 1, they fit me awful. 2, I may or may not like the color. And 3, why am I hoarding these? Okay. This is one piece of clothing that I will never let go of. It's my 1970s belted leather jacket that my grandma used to wear for skating when my dad used to skate, and I've had it for the better part of 20 years. It does need to go to the leather guy and have the stitching fixed on the pocket, and it does need to be cleaned, but this baby stays with me. Now let's talk about some of the things I've made myself and not worn. This is supposed to go over my pea coat just to add a little drama, or, and you can see I was going to sell it at one point, put a brooch here. This stays because I'm going to find a way of using it. I really love the royal blue color. I'm going to find a way of wearing it. Now, the main reason I am tearing this room apart and getting rid of a lot of this stuff is I would like to repaint these walls. I hate beige. And you can see around my dresser, it wasn't painted because the wardrobes were here and they were fully loaded and I was too lazy to move them. But I am not a beige fan. I like color and I like drama and I like to be a little bit different than the rest of the world. And I want to fix my room up to reflect who I am. Most of my stuff in here belonged to somebody else before me, actually. All but the wardrobes, those are IKEA's, um, belonged to somebody else, including the dresser I used to be my great-grandmother's. So I would like a little bit of me brought into this room and a little less of somebody else. Another fun fact, just noticed that you guys can see the fact that I'm missing trim. Mercy ate it when she was a puppy. I haven't replaced it yet. So we're going to do that when I do the rehab on this room. But right now it's 100% mess because I'm working through. Other funny side note, I was thinking that people are saying we're made of mostly microplastics. And in my ADHD brain, I'm like, then why am I not like Barbie? Like, why am I not 6 feet tall and equally proportioned? I have determined that I'm built like a Bratz doll, and I have the fashion sense of a Bratz doll because apparently I have like all the stuff going on in my closet. So we're going to keep plugging away and I'm going to keep showing you some of the fun and funky things I got going on in here. And I'm going to show you the aftermath of, we're going to call it Storm Shannon. When I say fashion sense of a Bratz doll, I mean like this. This top is very boobylicious on a good day. And I found this virus pattern knitwear I made myself to go with my pea coat. And something like this I would wear this way just to cover up the va-va-voom there. Something like that. And again, I love color, hides the boobylicious, and I don't know. It's just me. Okay, let's just take a second and discuss the footwear situation I got going on here. I'm a comfort shoe wearing kind of gal. I love me my Doc Martens. I love work boots. I love a good slide sandal, even if they're ugly. I will wear them with a dress. I don't care. That's part of my Bratz doll personality. I know I personally own at least 4 pairs of Converse in assorted colors. I have a solid black pair, as I showed you. I have a black and white high top. I actually have 2 sets of those. And I have a leopard print winter slash summer boot type shoe. Also Converse. Far we have 1 giant bag of clothes leaving and about a half bag of shoes I no longer wear. My feet are too fat to fit into my wedge heels, so somebody else can enjoy them. There's 2 sets of those and a pair of Adidas running shoes. Again, my feet are too fat to go in them. I'm not going to wear them. Somebody else can enjoy them. This is the current state of affairs in my closet. How I have it organized is totally me. The dresses are right there, followed by my coats, my coveted Ralph Lauren blazer, some more coats, my 1 vest, my button-ups. Then we go into knitwear. And I wear a lot of knitwear because I'm Canadian. It's cold here. Down here is my hoodie section, and behind my hoodies is all my jean shorts and capris. Here's my shoe stack. Not very exciting. I'm gonna take a second and show you my chest of drawers. I got rid of an entire bag. Now this right here is what I call my everyday t-shirt drawer. It's not all t-shirts. Some of them are long sleeves, some of them are workout gear, and some of them are camis for under my blazers and such. And my jean drawer. Now these are organized into categories. There, I believe, is 14 pairs of jeans. I don't know who owns 14 pairs of jeans. Actually, I do know somebody that does. But I have them in order of brand. So these are all my silvers right here. These are all my Jordache back here. These are my everyday wear ones. They're my Old Navy. And then I have one pair of Levi's Stratus in here, or Strata Slim Fit. And those are all the jeans that fit me. Gotten rid of all my size 12 clothing. I haven't worn a size 12 in a couple of years, but I don't know why I was holding on to them like a crazy person. I have been a size 8 to 10 for the better part of 3 years, and I am currently in a shrinking stage in my life. I have lost 15 pounds since September, and not from diet or exercise or anything, just I've been more active, I guess, and my clothes seem to be either really big or really small, and I'm getting rid of all the things that don't flatter my shape or the current stage of my life. So there's my hoodie and sweatshirt drawer. Now I know a lot of you are probably like, why do you have 2 weeks worth of jeans? Well, first of all, I didn't purchase them. Stop freaking out. They were given to me, and I've slowly begun to fit into them. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am a purse girly. I love me a good bag. And over the years, I've limited myself to only owning 3 at a time. I currently have this 9 West lavender bag my brother got me as a gift. I picked up this Jessica Simpson at the Restore, actually the Hub in Cannington, just before Christmas. And I have this Betty Johnson fun bag I also picked up at the Hub in Cannington. It's missing its shoulder strap, but that's not a big deal. As I'm doing beside my dresser, I realize and find a secret stash of novels. I'm going to have to sneak them onto the bookshelf, which means I'm going to have to get rid of some of my coveted babies and give them new homes in the tiny libraries. This is definitely a sign that I have too much stuff in my house. When I forget that I bought something, oh my God. Now, as you can see, the contents of my dresser are now, the top of my dresser are now all over my bed, and I'm working on that. You guys are up on my dresser, and you can see over there, there's a pile of crap as well that I got to go through. But this has me asking questions of myself, because I see this as throwing out value, but are these things really valuable if they're just sitting here collecting dust? Is it doing me any favors by filling up my spaces with things that are not needed? No. When I could give these things that are slightly used, gently used, to people that could probably use them. In this cluster on my dresser, I found my glasses I've been looking for a while. But I couldn't find them because there was too much chaos going on. I value my glasses, I like to see, but I couldn't find them. Boom, just like that, we have space I'm planning on refinishing this dresser. I let my boys use it at a time, and they stuck stickers all over the top of it, and I have to soak them off and scrub them off. So we're going to get to that on a later date, but the idea of this is to get rid of as much crap that's taking up my space and feel no remorse for doing so. Now, this is day 2, and I came to the realization that if I put value into everything, does that thing actually have any value? The answer is no. So I went through last evening, and unfortunately, my phone died. I got rid of an entire bag full of linen that I don't use because it's just not me, or it's stained beyond repair, and I'm just done with holding onto things that shouldn't see the light of day. So they're ready to go to the pet rescue. I also had the kids go through the bookshelf over here and get rid of a lot of books. Those will go out to the book box for my community, and they can find new homes from there. Now, my favorite color is navy blue. Sorry, I'm just moving the ottoman so I can show you this beautiful fan my sister gave me. And I want to use, oh, it needs a little work, but I'm going to hold it back. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it is incredibly old, and I want to use some of the colors from this for my room. My brother also sent me this large canvas art that I have to have framed. I think it's lovely. I would really like to hang it on that wall, I think, or over here, replacing the mirror. Haven't decided yet, but I kind of like that whimsigoth feeling, and that's kind of the feel I'm going to go with my room. Like, I like dark colors, rich colors, bold colors, but I also really like these owls. Now, I'm not sure what color I'm actually going to go with when I paint these walls. I don't know if I'm going to go navy blue because I love blue, or if I'm going to go with a more saturated green. I'm not sure, because everything in here is very neutral palette. My bed is a deep gray, as seen earlier in the video, and everything else is just very muted. My chair needs a new slipcover. I will be purchasing it based on what's going on the walls. But I really just want this room to feel a little less chaotic, a little more me. Anybody have any ideas on what I should do here? I know I have my limitations on what I can do, but I also have kind of a plan in mind. So vote, guys. Navy blue or a really saturated green. I'm not talking like hunter green, more leaning towards emeralds, because I do have a bedspread that is both navy, deep plum purple, and the saturated greens. There's 5 bags just of stuff ready to go to the bin. Here's the bag full of books. There has to be at least 25 books in this bag. And a deep-seated message in this. The more stuff I have, the harder it is for me to do the things I actually love to do. I love spending time with my children. They are the number one thing in the entire world to me. And I love reading, and I haven't been able to even finish that book last week. I haven't even opened it this week because I've been too caught up in picking up things that have homes and things that are not needed. So I set myself up at the beginning of the year to take on the new me with absolute vigor. I am sick of being a slave to my stuff, and I'm sure so many people out there are that way. I could never be a minimalist. I love comfy, cozy things, but when those comfy, cozy things take up your entire space and you can't even put a cup down on your dresser, that is too much stuff. And I'm going to have to ring in my, you know, little hoarding habits of I really like this, it's beautiful, I need to have it, and only bring home the things that I actually need as replacements for things that I used to have that are worn out and dead. I really need to put my foot down on that. But anyway, I would love to thank all of you for being here. Yet again, it's been my pleasure that you took out time from your day to be with me. Remember to like and subscribe, leave really nice comments in the comment section, and don't forget to answer my questions, saturated green or navy blue. But thank you so much again for watching.